Percents in the real world. There are a bunch of different situations that you're going to get to learn about when you're going to come across a percent in the real world. The first one's commission. Commission is going to be the part because it represents a percent of your sales. Okay? Now, for these real-world percent situations, these examples are going to be given a big rectangular bar. In each of those cases, the rectangular bar is going to represent 100% of something, of the cost. And we will either be, in most cases, finding part of that 100%, or what we're going to be doing is adding on to it or taking away from it. Okay? So let's read the first one. For every car you sell, you get a 6% commission. If your total sales for the month are $125,650, what is your commission? When we read this, we see we get 6% commission, and the total sales are $125,650. This tells us that the total amount, 100% of your sales, is $125,650. And what we're being asked about is 6% of this. So we want 6% of this. Meaning we are wanting to take a part of it. Therefore, we would set up the proportion. 6 out of 100 is equal to, I'll use C for commission, 125,650, which we could cross multiply as normal. And after we cross multiply, we find out that this person made $7,539. If you want to go about it the proportion way. If you decide you want to do it the equation way, you would have to take the 6%, make it a decimal. Your total amount is $125,650. And we don't know how much our commission is. Therefore, all we have to do is multiply 125,650 by 0.06. Either way, you will get the answer of 7,539 for the amount of money this guy's gonna or this girl's gonna take home. Okay? Second problem, you get a 3% commission on all sales. This month, you made a sale of $45,050 and a sale of $6,785.25. What is your commission for the month? We know that this is going to represent 100% of our sales. And this month we sold $45,050. And we sold $6,785.25, meaning we have sold $51,835.25. When I wrote it in my book, it fits in the block. That represents our 100%. You get 3% of that. So we get this much of it. Okay, that's the only part that we're going to get. So what we are looking for is 3% of $51,835.25, which we can cross multiply as we normally do. And we find out that the commission for this month is going to be we get 1,555.0575, but we're going to have to round because we know that that doesn't make any sense in terms of money. So we get that the commission is $1,555.06. We could also go about this in terms of the equation if we wanted to. And we end up with the percent is 3%. Whoops. Which we know we've got to take the decimal point, move it 2 spaces to the left, and we get 0.03. And the entire sales that we had for the month was $51,835.25. And we don't know we don't know the part, which is the commission. And so all we have to do is multiply $51,835.25 by 3 cents, round again, and you'll end up with the $1,555.06 for the commission for the month. Going on to page 12, you receive an 11% commission on all sales you make. If your commission for the month is $512.50, what were your total sales? If this bar represents 100% of your sales, what we are being asked about is 11% of them. And we have been told that that 11% is $512.50. We are being asked what the total amount is. Therefore, when we go to set up our proportion, the 11% commission, which is represented by the $512.50, the 11 must go above the 100. It's the percent, and percent's always out of 100. The $512.50 is going to be your part because that is your commission. We don't know our total. We don't know it. Therefore, your variable is going to go in the bottom. Cross multiply as we have been doing, and you're going to multiply 11 times n and $512.50 times 100. And we end up dividing 51,250 by 11. And we get 4,659.09 repeated, which we know doesn't make sense for money. So if we know that it's going to be 090909, we need to know what does 0 make the 9 do? Makes it stay the same. Therefore, we end up with an answer of our total sales being $4,659.09. Now for the last example on commission. You get a base salary for your job of you get a $400 base salary for your job selling toasters. You also get a 2% commission on all your sales. If your take-home pay for the month is $756, what are your total sales? We know this bar represents 100% of our sales. But the question we need to ask ourselves is, how much is our sales? In order to determine that, we take our take-home pay of $756 and we subtract the base salary, meaning your sales were $356. that base salary says you're going to get that no matter what. Usually with commission, you don't necessarily get a paycheck unless you make a sale, meaning you're only going to get the money you make off of that sale. In this case, they're saying you're going to get $400 no matter what. Anything added on to that from your commission, which is why it's such a low percent of 2%, is going to be in addition to the $400. So they made $356 in sales, in commission that month. We want to know what the total sales are. Therefore, we know that this little 2% bar right here is going to represent the $356 because that's our commission that we got to take home. We put it into our proportion. 2% is our commission. And we also know that we made $356 in commission. Sorry for any confusion. And we want to know what our total sales are. Cross multiply as we have been doing. 2 times n, 356 times 100. And we get that our total sales for the month were $17,800. We also could have found this by using our equation, except we had to change 2% to a decimal by moving it decimal point 2 places to the left, so we get 0.02 for the decimal. We don't know our total, which is n. And the part that we do know is $356 because that's our commission. To solve it, since we're multiplying n by 0.02, we do the inverse of multiplication and we divide 356 divided by 0.02. Once we divide, we get the same answer of 17,800. Again, doesn't matter which way you go about it, whether it's the proportion of the equation, pick the way you like best and stick with it.